You worked very successfully with Prince. You had a duet with Prince, and there was a lot of talk, of course, at one time of you working with Michael Jackson. I know you were quite keen on that, and people were looking forward to it. It would have been really something.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, it would have been really something.
Well, I mean, just, you know, a lot of it has to do with chemistry. There's, like, lots of great painters, but I don't know if they got together, they'd make a great painting. You know what I mean?
Not the same thing, though, is it? I mean, you
Yes,
can't really share
it
a
is.
brush, can you? It's not...
Well, I don't know. I mean, Andy
Rembrandt and
Warhol got
Picasso,
together
though.
with Keith Haring and made paintings, and they were great.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that is... Okay, you got me there. But so you weren't happy. Was it the chemistry that caused it to fall apart then?
Well, it's not that I was unhappy. I mean, it was an experiment. He called me. He wanted to write a song with me. I mean, he approached me, and I was, like, curious. It's hard for me to write music with people because I have to really know them and trust them and feel that I can really make myself vulnerable, because when you write, you have to sort of bear a little bit of your soul, and you have to not be afraid to make mistakes and to sing in front of someone. You know, it's in a way, it's a very intimate experience. So I wasn't sure it was going to work, even though I think he's talented. So we got together, and he played me a bit of music. It was a very unfinished track, and he said that he wanted to call the song In the Closet. And I said, really?
Well, no, hold it a second before we go on there. What exactly was he referring to there, do you think?
Wait, that's what I'm getting to. I said, you want to call the song In the Closet? And he said, yeah. And he said, well, do you know what that implies? And he said, yeah, and he sort of giggled a little bit. And I said, well, you know, I like to deal with these kind of ironic innuendo kind of things. So if you want to go that way, I was kind of like shocked that he wanted to call something like that, because it's very provocative, the title. And so he said, yeah. So I started writing words and getting ideas and stuff, and I presented them to him, and he didn't like them. And I think that he didn't, I think all he wanted was a provocative title, and ultimately he didn't want the content of the song to be sort of live up to the title. And
it's quite interesting, because it's almost like you traditionally, you've got the kind of masculine role in that relationship, and he is the passive.
Yes, definitely.
But let's not go much further with that, shall we?
Well, you're welcome to.
There was talk, I believe, that you were going to restyle him. You didn't like the way he looked. What did you have in mind for him?
I really wanted him to cut his hair. I mean, you know, just that, you know, I think sometimes it's good to cut your hair and start all over again.
How short?
That was my main thing. I wanted him to get a really short haircut. And I wanted him to get rid of those loafers, you know, and the white socks. I just thought, you know, just try something new. But, you know.
When you look at people, do you generally, I mean, are you, if not critical, are you kind of aware of the way people look, and do you think he or she would look better this way, or why don't they do this way? Is that something that's often going on in your head?
Oh, yeah. I'm often reading people.
What would you do for me?
In general?
Well, you can be as specific as you want, but...
Well, let's see. What would I do for you right now with what you were wearing?
Yeah.
Well, I think you actually look quite good. I mean, I was told you were wearing a lavender jacket, and I didn't expect to like it.
It's
and I can see that it's Mugler.
Yeah.
It is, right? He's not my favorite designer. I would probably wear less of his clothes.
There goes the wardrobe. Let's get back to you, because obviously you're far more
But you look better than I thought you would.
Well, what did you expect?
I don't know. I mean...
Some kind of a hunchback coming in or something?
No, but... Well, you know. I mean, I saw one picture of you, but I couldn't see your face. You were looking down.
Was it one of those men's magazines? Was
yeah.
It? Well, I'm pleased to have exceeded your expectations. It's obviously made it a nicer day for you. I like to spread a little happiness wherever I go.
Thank you.
When critics talk about you, and obviously they do on a regular basis, what I've noticed is recently more and more they talk about the way how brilliant you are at marketing yourself, how you are this genius at packaging, at getting publicity, and yet rarely, it seems anymore, do they talk about the songs, the videos, the live performance, the films. It's like Madonna, the phenomena. Right. Is that something that bores you? Is that something that actually
Yes,
you feel
I think
depressed?
it's boring, but I think what it is a reflection of society, because I think the subject matter that I deal with, because it usually is about taboo subjects, people are so frightened of my ideas that they try to undermine my actual talent or any artistic value that may be in any of my work, and just say, oh, she's just doing that to shock people, or oh, look, she's changing her look again, oh, she really knows how to manipulate the media. But the fact is, if that's all I was good at doing, I don't think people would be paying attention to me for this long. I mean, I'm still here. Erotica. Erotica.
I want to talk about the book, of course, but before we talk about that, that's part of a much bigger deal you've signed with Time Warner, I believe.
Right.
Is it your company, Maverick?
Mm-hmm.
What are the other aspects of the deal, and what do you hope to achieve with that?
Oh, well, first I want to give you my card.
Oh.
I have a card.
I'm afraid I can't
Just so
return
you
the
don't think
compliment.
it's made up. Don't you have a card?
I've got one, but not on
Yeah.
me. I didn't think you'd be interested.
It's my first business card.
Maverick, is it your first business card?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't put your home number on the back, could you?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to change it when I get back to
Oh,
America.
well, thanks. That's quite nice. And that's
Thank
kind
you.
of a Greek man and woman.
Working.
Oh, yeah. Working and playing, perhaps.
Yes.
Combining the two.
Mhm.
Working, stretching and playing. So the obvious question, which of course I'm going to ask, is would you like to find another Madonna?
Well, I don't think that's possible. But what I'm trying to find is really, I don't know, fresh talent that's saying something, cutting edge, new. I mean, we found some really good groups. We've signed a couple groups so far, and I'm really excited about them.
This obviously is going to mean more work for you, presumably.
It is already more work for me.
Well, I'm not saying this personally, but some people perhaps would think if they had that much success, if they had that much wealth, maybe one thing that they'd want to do is, while they were still young enough to enjoy it all, is maybe take a year off, kick around the world, you know, go fishing, whatever.
But I enjoy what I do. I mean, life is short, and I have lots of things to do, and I see talent out there, and I want to do something with it. I mean, I like planting seeds and watching it grow, you know what I mean? It's inspiring.
Do you actually take a holiday, though?
What is that? I mean, I
Well-
always tell people, vacations are for people who don't like their job. I like what I do.
I know I love what I do, but I like occasionally to say, that's it, look, you know, it's driving me crazy, I love doing it, it's exciting and stressful, but I just want to put my feet up for a week and get a bit of a suntan and maybe
Yeah.
read all those novels and...
I do that from time to time, yeah. I mean, the main thing is to catch up on reading. I love to read, so yeah, I do it.
Well, reading brings us kind of to sex,
It does?
the book as opposed to the experience.
Oh, okay.